Dhruv Rathee.
सी की जो फाउंडेशन है ध्रुव राठी के चैनल की, वो बस एक ही चीज पे आधारित है, वो है बीजेपी को हेट देना, आम आदमी पार्टी को सपोर्ट करना, डिफेंड करना।
बस बहुत हुआ, बहुत सब्र दिखा लिया, बहुत धैर्य दिखा लिया, बहुत इंतजार कर लिया। ध्रुव राठी, आज तेरी पोल मैं खोलूंगा।
नमस्कार दोस्तों, आज ध्रुव राठी के बारे में बात करेंगे दोस्तों।
The most controversial man on the planet. But beyond those controversies lies a genius who has shaped a new era, an era of free education and free speech. This is the tale of a Haryani boy who, despite all criticism and judgment, became one of the most influential creator of his era. This is a case study of Dhruv Rathee. Early life and career. Dhruv was born in Haryana in a Haryanvi Jat family. He did his schooling from Haryana itself in CBSE school, and after that he went to Germany for further studies, where he did his bachelor in mechanical engineering and also completed his master's degree in renewable energy. Since childhood, he was very interested in social causes and take part in social campaigns such as Greenpeace and Sea Shepherd, and did studies and research about economics, political science and political philosophy. He started his career as a mechanical design engineer. After completion of his master's degree, his interest in political issues and social awareness grew in 2011 after the start of Anna Hazare movement in Delhi. And then in 2013, Dhruv created a YouTube channel and usually posts a few travel videos with his phone during his higher studies. In the year of 2014, he released his first political video titled BJP Exposed: Lies Behind the Bullshit, where he targeted the BJP government that had been elected earlier that year. According to the print, Rathee was one of the first Indian users to use YouTube as a political platform. After that, in 2016, he earned fame when he exposed YouTuber Ajay Sherawat claims of Arvind Kejriwal ineffective administration. Dhruv says, "When I saw people sharing Ajay Sherawat videos without checking the facts, I realized the need to present actual research in front of them so that they understand the truth." After that, Dhruv made many series of fact-checking videos on the topic like 2016 Uri attack, the 2016 Indian line of control strike, the demonetization of 2016. He also released P News, which is a satire fake news segment in which he criticized BJP and Hindutva politics. Dhruv also started a series which he named The Dhruv Rathee Show. He has been writing articles in a digital news story called The Print since 2017. And then, in 2013, he was included in Time magazine's list of next generation leaders. Genius behind a mask. What if I told you there is a genius behind this face? A genius who, besides having a normal education, earns more than a normal Harvard and Oxford graduate, even more than an average CEO. So, these are the 5 primitive reasons why this average engineer earns more than 99% engineer in this country. Demand and supply.
देश की कोटि-कोटि नागरिकों ने इस फकीर की झोली को भर दिया.
After 2014 election, when Bharatiya Janata Party came into power, every media outlet and social media handle was singing the praise of BJP. There were rarely any media channels or media outlet who criticized BJP directly, especially in YouTube community. There were no YouTuber who criticized Mr. Modi directly. And there our Mr. Genius saw an open opportunity. Because no matter how popular a politician is, there will always be an audience who will criticize or hate him. He knew there was an open market for left wing, which no one is utilizing. And then, finally on 16 September 2016, he posted his first political video, named BJP IT Cell Exposed. And from that, he never stopped. Remarkable consistency. This man is consistent, unlike other people who get inconsistent when they get popular, but it's vice versa with Mr. Rathee. The more popular he gets, the more consistent he is. Even if he's in Dubai, Turkey, Italy or Maldives, he never stopped posting. And now he is even consistent in his vlog and his YouTube short channel. And for YouTube to recommend and promote your video, it is very important to be consistent. Great investor. Dhruv Rathee is one of the real people on the earth who understand difference between assets and liability. Unlike other creators who spend most of his money in capital in purchasing new studio, setup, while Dhruv Rathee spent most of his money in his employees and human resources. That's why you can see a big fetch quality difference between his videos and other creator videos. And he doesn't stop here. He sells his own courses to his audience with more than 10,000 students purchasing courses, and each course costs nearly 5,000 rupees. And you can do the rest of the calculation by yourself. Labeling tactics. You all have seen this meme.
नमस्कार दोस्तों, क्या आप मेरे साथ डेट पे चलना पसंद करेंगे? वक्त स्पॉटेड दोस्त।
भाई 3 इक्के इधर दे दे पैसे ब्रो। भाई
वक्त स्पॉटेड दोस्तों।
रूल के हिसाब से भाई 3 इक्के
वक्त स्पॉटेड दोस्तों।
3 इक्के
वक्त है सर, वक्त।
It's a very smart tactic where he label all his opponent and criticizers under one tag, which is Andhbhakt, which make very difficult for his opposition to criticize him, as they will be labeled as Andhbhakt. And this is the same tactic which BJP use against Congress, as they label Congress supporter as Pappu, master of storyteller. It will be no wrong if I say Dhruv Rathee has mastered the art of storytelling. Just by clicking his video, you will be lost in his explanation. And the moment you wake up is when the video is ended. And that's a big thing in the field of education, to explain such complex topic in such a detailed and interesting way, because storytelling is a talent which 90% of Indian teachers lack. And what I personally believe, the worst thing a teacher could do to his student is to be boring. And now people will say, hey, you know, he was born with this talent. My fellows, here is where you people were wrong. If you see his earlier videos, you can see how lame and boring his older videos were. But he never stopped. With every new video he evolves and evolves, and the result is in front of you all. Now with all this success and fame, there are many controversies he has sparked. Controversy. On May 19, 2018, a police complaint was registered against Dhruv in Delhi by an advocate on behalf of Vikas Pandey, who is BJP volunteer. The complaint was against one of his videos. And to counter, Dhruv accuses Pandey of spreading fake news through his Facebook page called I Support Narendra Modi. And later, in 2019, his Facebook page was blocked for a while when he posted a message in which he drew parallel between Hitler's rise in power and BJP's rise in power. However, later Facebook apologized to him and restored his Facebook page. In September 2022, he faced controversy when a video he posted about the political crisis in Pakistan was blocked by India's Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. The ministry claimed that the video contained a distorted map of India in which part of Kashmir was depicted as a part of Pakistan. And then, on May 10, 2023, his video on Kela story film, where he criticized the film, claiming that it presents false facts and uses counter-argument and data to support his facts. His video sparked enormous controversy in YouTube. Several YouTubers including Lakshay Chaudhary, Rizwan Ahmad, Elvish Yadav heavily criticized his video and states that he selects biased sources and selective facts to promote his own ideology. His video sparked such a controversy that in no time his Kela story video became one of the most popular on his channel. And now, let's look at all the achievements of Mr. Rathee. Achievements. Dhruv Rathee was nominated for the Inspiration of the Year category at the 2018 Outlook Social Media Awards, and he made to the prestigious list of Time Magazine Next Generation Leader 2023. He won this award for his fact-checking and educational content. And what's more, he holds 3 silver play buttons, 3 gold play button, and 1 diamond play button, and is currently one of the fastest growing education channels in India. Learning lessons. So, what are the lessons you can learn from this YouTube genius? These are 3 major lessons you can learn from him. Continuous evolving. As Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, change is a law of the universe. Because if you don't change in this fast evolving world, you will be left behind. And the biggest example is the telecommunication giant Nokia, who was a leading giant of his time and was the first company to launch smartphone back in 1996. Even after that, they failed to keep up with the changing times and lost their position in the market. This is the same thing applied to many content creators, from Technical Guruji to Mumbai Ka Nikhil. But Dhruv didn't fail, because he never stops evolving. As you can see, this is his video from 2019, and this is his video from 2021, and as I am recording, this is his latest video where he's explaining through 3D animation. Not only visually, but in terms of storytelling too. This guy has no match. You can even say that he is the Indian version of Johnny Harris. The art of earning money. As I stated earlier, Dhruv Rathee is one of the rare people on the earth who understand difference between asset and liability. He knows what, whom, and where to sell. He knows the art of earning money. He is not confiscated to YouTube only. He sells his courses, he sells his YouTube membership, he has his own Spotify podcast called Mahabharat with Dhruv Rathee, and he is also a regular investor in stock market. And he also has his own app in Play Store. So, you can clearly see that he is not confiscated to only one field. He has done investment in multiple fields. If you also want to understand the art of earning money, here are some books I will personally recommend. From basic, start with Rich Dad Poor Dad. Then read Psychology of Money. And at last, read Intelligent Investor. And personally, I would advise you to read them in order, as I can personally guarantee this book will master your skills in money making and investing. And if you don't have this book, I mentioned their link in description. How to handle criticism. We all have seen in our daily life, with the slightest of criticism from our friends, family, or relative, we get demotivated and started to rethinking our decision in real life. We often feel depressed and demotivated with all the constant nagging and complaint. But this man, who is literally one of the most hated YouTube creator in India, never stops. He just constantly makes his videos no matter how much people complain and criticize him. He just moves forwards. And this is the area where majority of us lack. We, instead of focusing on our own goal, we focus on people's nagging and complain, and started to rethinking our own life decision. And this is where majority of us fail. Because the ability to handle criticism is what separates winners from losers. That's all from my side. Thank you so much for watching. May God bless you. Hare Krishna.